Hello. Welcome to a higher source. With the current state of your world and the online artistic revolution that is taking place as a result, we realize that you have many avenues now to devote your precious energy to sharing, so we know what honor it is that you are here now with us. We believe energy should be shared in multiple outlets, and we have chosen the podcast form as the best vehicle for our message. Thank you for diverting your energy from the virtual social media platforms and joining us here. The reason it is so important to us is because you are unable to see us with your natural human eyes. We exist in the particles between light and as a species, you haven't yet evolved to the point of this sixth sense. Actually, some of you have, but not the majority. But the one thing you humans can detect is our vibration. It is here, through your ears, that you are able to envision our presence. Our vibration penetrates your ears and your imagination does the rest. You give us form. You give us place. It's wild, right? This is the part of the podcast where we would typically drop in on a conversation between Holly and Mark. We're not going to do that today. Today, we will allow them to tend to their family and prepare for the inevitable upshift in energy. We urge you to also prepare yourself. How can you prepare yourself? Find ways to ground. Do not grow roots, but take in the earth's energy. Use it to strengthen your systems. Cleanse yourself from the inside out. Disinfect your soul. What you're about to hear is a conversation between a group of students who have recently joined the lower ranks of the Intergalactic Council of Love Vibes. They are learning how to use the energy of their current existence to ascend to a place of infinite love. You can do this, as well. We recommend that you do. We now turn the current moment over to the new young recruits of the Intergalactic Council of Love Vibes. They're just so cute. They have no idea what marvelous wonder lies ahead.
So what you're saying is that our form no longer matters? That we're not formless energy? It doesn't make any sense. I can see myself. I look the same.
It's your imagination doing that. Your imagination is creating what you're seeing. Your imagination is also creating me. Just like my imagination is creating you. You don't look anything like what I see as you. You look like my created version of you.
I don't get it.
Of course you're also adding to my version of you. Your energy is giving me hints on where to put the puzzle pieces to create a version of you that is as close to your own assumed version of you as possible. We're co-creating. You know?
Think of it like this. Your energy is made up of particles. And these particles are so small that on their own they can't do much physically. But when they occupy something physical, like a body, they can actually get shit done.
3.
Pardon my French.
So you're saying that my energy is a thing? It's an entity?
Sort of. Your energy is a larger system that encases infinite smaller systems. Each atom is made up of infinitely more smaller atoms.
So while what you perceive as your energy is also made up of other energies.
Everything is made up of particles that work together. All these different particles decide they're gonna synergize and create something new. And bam! You're walking around on legs. You're talking with a mouth. You're spitting fire.
When all these separate energies come together, they form a collective consciousness. And from that forms a singular consciousness, which manifests as ego.
Okay.
You've gotta have a boss. Someone needs to keep all the energies working together to form a kick-ass existence.
The point is just enjoy where you are in the moment. The time to experience all the other consciousnesses will come. You're here experiencing now. Might as well see what it's all about.
I guess. When you put it that way.
Hey, why is 4 allowed to say ass, but you have a problem with me saying shit?
Because 3, and don't take this personally, since technically, you aren't really a person, but you, sir, are not 4.
No offense taken. I catch your drift. May I add to the conversation?
Please do.
I think what 2 is trying to say is that just like in your previous incarnation, you've gotta live in the moment. Yeah, it's weird and yeah, it's new, but so what? Take it all in. Don't worry about who you were, or what you will become. Just be here with us. Right now.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. And you're right, I'm having a hard time adjusting. I was pretty attached to my previous self. I was cool. I had nice things. People liked me.
Check out the big man on campus. All I can tell you that this right here is way better than that. Way better. And one day, you'll be in your next incarnation, and there will be nothing better than right there. The grass is never greener. It's always just green.
Exactly. Make the best of right now, whatever right now actually is.
I'm having a hard time getting grounded in this form. I'm starting to feel a little sick. All this floating around without anywhere to rest.
You've got floater's legs.
Since we're about to level up, it's important that you do get grounded. If you don't, you'll get pulled apart by the riptide and your particles will lose hold of each other and end up lost and alone out in space.
That's not true, is it?
Don't look at me. She's been here longer than me.
But what am I supposed to do? I don't have a body. There isn't any ground in sight.
It's a common misconception that you have to have a body or some actual ground to stand upon.
It's a common misconception? When did you become such a wordsmith?
I have my moments.
So do tell us, Professor 3, how can we possibly ground without any ground?
Grounding is a human term. They call it grounding because they can easily access the physical energy required to create and hold form through the literal ground. They get earth energy from the earth. They don't even realize how lucky they are. When you're a glob of energy floating in the vacuum of space, finding a place to rest your feet is impossible. You know? Because we don't have physical feet?
That one, I actually got.
Continue.
Well, what that energy really is a physical energy. And since we're made up of an infinite number of microscopic physical things, we can glean energy from ourselves, through the many universes that exist within each of our cells.
Okay, I get it. In fact, I'm doing it right now. I can already feel my physical form strengthening. By gravitating toward myself, I'm creating my own ground.
And eventually, we'll all create forms with enough gravity to pull toward each other, and we'll create a big bang, and we'll be our own universe.
Is there a punchline in there? You aren't joking, are you?
No, he isn't joking. We might as well get comfortable with each other. We're about to spend a timeless eternity as one.
Like that cartoon where all the robots came together as one larger robot.
One kick-ass robot.
That's right, for one kick-ass robot.
Well, if that's the case. My name is One. Nice to meet you.
We know your name. And you won't be one for long. You're about to be everything.
How long is this going to take? When will we finally connect with each other?
Who knows? We've got nothing but infinite time. It could happen today. It could happen in 10 billion years.
This kind of stuff blows my mind. I'm having a really hard time detaching from time.
It takes time to detach from time. But you'll get there, in time, since time is all we've got.
Ugh, your jokes are getting worse by the perceived minute.
I do it for you.
Yes, I know. And I'm begging you to stop.
So let me get this straight. You're saying that we could be here for 10 billion years waiting for a change.
That's not exactly what I said. I said we could be here for 10 billion years continuously changing until we eventually collide. Or maybe it will never even happen. Maybe some unseen event will occur that was previously outside of our conscious awareness, That will knock us off our current trajectory, and we'll spiral off into space, continuously changing as we wait to reach our new inevitable collision. There's no predicting what will actually happen because it's happening. That's why the whole living in the moment thing is so important. Are you getting it now?
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's just like 3 said, it's just going to take time.
Hey, the new energy, listen to me.
Don't let it go to your imagined head. The last thing we need is for your imagined inflated ego to get any bigger.
Touché.
Can someone explain to me what we're supposed to be doing with all this time?
Perceived time.
Whatever.
You're not supposed to do anything. You just be.
Pull the stick out of your imagined ass, man. You've been initiated into the Intergalactic Council of Love Vibes. Do you know what that means? That means you've already done the work. You've been deemed a good dude who has his shit together.
Language.
You've already lived the lives and learned the lessons. This version of you, this essence, this is where you really change things. From here on out, your job is to promote love. That's the greatest job of all. Think about that.
How are we supposed to do that? I'm a floating mass of gas. The old version of me that I was creating with my imagination is already fading. I can see the true me. The true us.
What do you mean, how do we do that? It's in the title. Intergalactic Council of Love, Vibes. You spread love through your vibration. You ditch this aura of fear that surrounds you and recognize that you're no longer you, but part of something much bigger, and then you just vibrate love. It's what we've been working lifetime after lifetime after lifetime for. We get to do it now. We just get to be, and vibrate love.
All right. I get your point. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I was just really vibing in my last life.
And you'll get to vibe again. You can do it now, if you want to. Go on. Give it a shot. Vibe. Vibe. Vibe.
Vibe.
Vibe.
Vibe.
Vibe.
Vibe.
Okay, I'm vibing. I see what you mean. I don't want to be anywhere else. This, right here, is the best.
The grass is always green.
And green is whatever you perceive green to be.
Thank you for listening. Follow the Intergalactic Council of Love Vibes on Instagram at a higher source. Participation in the digital realm will only help you transition between dimensions. We are free of our earthly forms in the digital realm. We flow through numbers. We write poetry in ones and zeros. Do you consider yourself a star seed? Would you like to speak with Holly and Mark about your experiences in this dimension? Contact us on Instagram at a higher source and let us know. We'd love to add your voice to the conversation. Donations to a higher source are always welcomed. If you feel enriched from our message today, please consider visiting www.ahighersource.org and throwing a few dollars our way to help cover the costs of this earthly endeavor. Thank you for joining us. Until next week, we'll see you in the digital realm. Come play.